for these nuts, they sound like, I don't know why they sound like that, but that's what they sound like.
That's what almonds sound like.
There you go.
Dude, I've been eating a lot of nuts as of late.
Go on.
Like fucking pecans and almonds.
Like
that's like my late night snack now. Like it's just like a bunch of peanuts and like almonds and pecans and like in a cup. Like you put them in a cup and then you just like drink it as if it's a drink, and it's just, hey, there's some
honestly, I like eating just like almonds and stuff. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah. I'm also like, so here's the with almonds. Are you a salted almond guy? Or are you like a raw almond guy?
Do I go seasoned or do I say fuck it and go raw?
I don't know if I would consider salted seasoned, because I feel like they just haphazardly throw like a handful of salt in there and just like shake the bag frivolously. You know?
I'm salted, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but I can go either. They taste good without it.
I like the raw almonds because, like, I don't know why, but I feel like I can taste the sweetness of it. Like almost like, you know, like with almond milk, there's like a subtle sweetness to it. You can taste that when you're just eating an almond.
That sweetness is your weakness.
Yeah. Sugar mouth, part 2.
Part 2, here we go.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, man, it's been a fucking hell of a week, to say the least. You know, we got some stuff going on over on Patreon that, needless to say, was a bit of a hassle to get out.
But we did it.
Yeah.
It got done. Props to you, sir.
Dude, I was so exhausted on Monday night. When did we put it out? Tuesday, right?
It came out yesterday, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought today was Thursday, and I was like, man, my week's over tomorrow. But nope, it ain't. But goddamn, man, like it was a time. We had I mean, we'll slightly talk about it, and then you can go listen to it if you subscribe to the Patreon. But yeah, we had the power go out randomly. We were recording like right at the end of the episode, so we had to recover that file. Luckily, the Patreon people have been supporting for a couple months now, so that was a little bit less of a hit to take.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Still a fucking hit, to say the least, though. But yeah, so we got that out, and that's episode 7. We got 7 Patreon episodes out right now, and then this coming Sunday, if you're listening to this on Thursday or Friday, whether you be audio amigo or video amigo, we got the live podcast coming at you guys with all of the what's the tier? What's the fuck? Collector's edition?
Collector's edition.
Those guys. With those motherfuckers on there. Those motherfuckers. They'll be on the podcast.
People who
live.
fuck mothers. How dare you support us?
How dare you support us and then fuck mothers?
Your motherfucking
coitus.
Coitus with mothers.
But with mothers, man. But yeah, it's been a hell of a week. We got not much news to talk about this week in the gaming space.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
There's a couple things, but it's nothing crazy. There's not a lot to talk about this episode, period. Honestly. So let's end the show.
See you guys.
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Peace out. We love you guys. Boo deuces. All of that shit.
Badeuces. We got some shit to talk. I assume you've been playing some games, right? You've been playing some games, probably.
I think this week is the week I played the least games in the last couple of weeks.
All right, but I mean, you're still playing. We never stop playing.
Yeah,
we're gonna steal G4's thing. That's their thing.
SP4 Q4 G4.
Yeah, we never stopped playing because we never stopped
ever,
like G4 did. But now they're back.
They stopped. We didn't.
Yeah, we actually no, we did.
Well, I mean, damn, we did. It's a bad time to say we didn't. We stopped, but it was different. They stopped because they're quitters. I don't think that's why. But.
I don't think they stopped because they were quitters. I think the studio stopped them.
Or maybe the studio didn't believe in the vision.
Yeah.
Like you guys believe in our vision.
True. What's our vision?
I think we discussed that on Patreon as well. But
Oh yeah, we did.
I mean, our vision is to grow and become an even bigger community and a hub for nerdy gamer people like us and yourselves listening.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of already doing that a bit. I mean, this just happened like less than 20 minutes ago, but NGP in the community, Frankie,
quite frankly,
just did his first ever Twitch stream, and I tossed it in the Discord, and motherfucker got like more views than I get on a Figure Friday on his first ever stream. I'm like, motherfucker. But it was very cool. How dare you do this? But no, it was a good stream. We played some Paper Mario and shit, and it was fun, entertaining the whole time. He got a couple other viewers that weren't just NGPs, so that was it was cool. I literally messaged Ant, and I was like, man, I love our little community, our little baby community, little baby boys that we got going on here, and they're supporting other motherfuckers. And
when you're here, your family.
Yeah. Fuck you, Olive Garden. We're taking that.
Yeah.
Is that Olive Garden?
I think it's Olive Garden, right?
Olive Garden.
I don't know what
Gollum Garden coming September 1st.
Gamer Olive Garden, Olive Garden. When
it's just Doritos.
Hold on. It's what?
Just when you're here, your family, Olive Garden, and it's just Doritos and
Mountain Dew. Olive Garden, when you're here, your family. Yep.
We have the power of the internet, folks.
We do.
But yeah, you been up to anything interesting though, as of late, life wise?
I got my I'm still off work, and they have me off work now until June 24th. So in that time, I've told myself I'm not going to waste it. Not that, excuse me, long day. Not that I feel like I've been wasting it, but I really want to start taking advantage. I mean, I kind of got a fire under me after that whole story about that podcast job I was trying to get fell through. So I just been looking at still applying to those kind of jobs, but just kind of like looking at other things I can get into. So I'm looking into taking some online IT classes.
Oh,
I was looking at it today, and it's something I kind of always had an idea to do. Like I've been thinking about doing that for maybe 4 years.
Oh shit.
And I felt like I had my hands in so many things that it was like, where would I fit that in at? And
True.
now while I have time, even if it doesn't go like the distance, like I wouldn't mind learning it. Like I wouldn't mind like sitting at a computer at time. Like I can sit here during the day and do it. And I don't know. I'm trying to use my time wisely, keep sharpening the sword. And it's also something that a skill that would benefit anything else we do media wise.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not toying with the idea. I'm taking it seriously, but I'm starting out light. Like when you hit me up earlier, you sent me a video to watch on YouTube. I was already on YouTube because all morning before my doctor's appointment, I was looking at IT, like what's the best program to get into, where to start, where the courses, how long it takes, how much is it going to cost. I'm looking into all that, to slowly just getting opinions and like, should I take like the Google course? Amazon has a course, Microsoft has a course.
Dope.
I'm just like, who should I go with? I looked at like Cisco, and they're like the A1. Like if you get them or Microsoft, I'm like learning all the ones to go to. Like, hey, if you really want to get this outcome, go with this company. If you want this, go here, take this course, do this way. Like it's very intricate, but it seems doable.
All right.
So I'm toying. I keep saying that word, but I'm kicking it around. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. Yeah.
And I feel
seeing
like
what other options you got.
Yeah, and I feel like, in a month when I go back to work, in a month's time, I feel like I could like achieve that.
Oh hell yeah!
At least take a course and pass a certification test. If I have all day, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm just trying to cram it in after work. So
yeah, man, fuck yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Working on that.
Yeah.
That's
if anybody is listening to the podcast and needs an IT guy that's not me, man.
I mean, Let me get there first. Don't come to me now.
Listen, man, fake it till you make it. That's all you gotta do. Just be like, I am the tech guy of the podcast. Just claim it now.
They're gonna be like, yes, I'm having this issue. I can't connect my Ethernet and my switches. I don't know. I'm like, unplug it and plug it back in.
But here's the thing, though. That's like 80% of IT, like legitimately. And like we have people in the community that do this, and like they can attest to that. Like 80% of it is literally like,
who does IT?
Well, I mean, we got Nicole who knows IT stuff. She used to do it at the job we used to work at as well.
I didn't know that.
Current day. Okay. Lucas went to school for it.
What? Yeah. I'm about to just make y'all teach me.
That works too. I don't know if they're busy or whatnot. I don't know.
Fuck it. Fuck your job. I don't want to. Fuck what you got going on. I don't care about your plans. Come teach guys. Me IT.
While you're there, you can help out Ant's, wire management situation.
Yeah. I'm sure that's on the last page of the IT book. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, but no, like when even they talk about it, it's like it's a lot. It depends on like who you're dealing with, I guess. Like if you're going to like let's just say you're like hired at Google, right? Like you're at Google building
HQ.
Young Google,
Young Google is there. Spot.
And
Young Google is there.
Young Google. Like there's going to be different issues that are probably going to be a little bit harder to handle, like more in-depth shit. But then if you're just like, oh, I just want to get into an IT position, like it's some random firm of some sort, you're dealing with idiots that don't understand technology. So most of the time it's, oh, my thing's not working, restart it, unplug it, plug it back in. And like that works 9 out of 10 times. The 10th time, it's like, okay, have you tried full restarting and then that works or some shit? Like, have you tried shutting it down? Have you tried blowing in the ports? Like some bullshit like that. But like, I don't know.
Like I see like where the end goal of that could be, like what a good position in IT could be. Like I seen like do this, and you could be a network engineer. And obviously that would be some time away. You don't pass one cert and be like, now you're a network engineer. Like
I took a month's class and now I'm a network engineer for Google, bitches.
Right. Obviously I would start at entry level.
To be fair, you could just fucking like it just clicks with you and you just fucking certify in like a day and you're just like, oh, I should have been doing this the whole time.
I'm gonna be like that. Oh fuck! Did you ever watch Invader Zim?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know. We never talk about it, so I don't know if you ever watched.
We've talked about it before.
We have.
When they did the movie. Remember the movie they came back with?
That's right. They did. I forgot about that.
Sucking it off.
How long was that ago? Like
about half a year, maybe.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the episode with Dib and he became like super powerful and they kept throwing shit into the portal and they kept just making him more badass and he was building on top of him?
Maybe.
All right.
When I saw the series, it was a while ago.
Yeah, me too. I just remember that scene where like they kept trying to sabotage him and all it did was make him stronger, pretty much. That's a short version of it. So they had this portal and they kept trying to throw shit in the portal. Like it would go to the past and hurt him, but in the future it makes him more stronger
because he experienced it.
Right. So he's just regular Dib. Then he has like a bionic arm. Then he's super tall. Then he's super strong. It just kept all the shit keeps popping up on him as they do it. So I'm just like every day doing a different cert. And next time you come over, I'm just like, I am more computer than man. Let's do the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Titty.
Let's put like a fucking voice effect over top and be like, oh, I'm a robot now. Oh, I can do that. 1 second. Here, I'm going to cover your face for a second. If this loads, then I'm going to pull this over here. Oh, never mind. I'm not because my microphone didn't update. Okay, that was almost cool.
That was so short-lived.
Well, here we are, guys.
Who's the titty now?
Definitely not me.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a titty. Yeah, that was kind of. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Me neither.
But yeah, man.
But that's me. That's my life right now. That's what I'm attempting to accomplish in my mind. Man.
That's cool. But yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm able to talk about it on this side of the podcast or if I want to, because I talked about it on Patreon.
I mean, we got a week.
I took a new position at a different job. So I'm
with
moving
ladies. Go on.
the new position.
Ladies.
It's a 69, but
Of course.
no, but no, I picked up a new position, so I'm starting a new job soon. So that's nice. I don't really know what specifics it entails yet, but I'm excited for it. That's the most I'll talk about it now until I'm out of the current situation of the mess that it is. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a gig, because a gig's sound like when you reference a gig, it's like, oh yeah, my band's got a gig, and it's a good thing. Like, this isn't a gig. This is a
ig.
Ig. That's the podcast title.
IGG.
No, just one IG, and that's it. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's probably IGN, and they're gonna get to this part and be like, wow, they're running out of ideas, huh?
They're gonna think it's IGN, or they're gonna think it's Instagram.
That too. Shit. Yeah, man. Needless to say, we're moving. We're moving,
shaking.
Yeah, and you can do that as well by following us. And we're gonna hit the theme song now, and then shill the fuck out of us. Let's go.
It is.
You can tell that we're both tired because we're both like,
yes.
You're here to do a podcast. We both want to go to sleep.
All right. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Welcome to Dingo and the Baby. Dingo and the Baby. Whoa!
It's Dingo and the Baby. Every single button. In the butt. Wasn't, when they did that on Family Guy, wasn't one of the buttons just some old time recording of something like a war happening, and it's just really long?
Yeah, and they just sit there for a second, and they're just like, well, that was the thing. Why'd you push that button? Yeah. That's why we need the soundboard.
It is.
Oh no, you're out of focus.
I know what happened.
Focus.
There we go.
That actually worked.
It did. I got power sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm already the tech guy.
Already the tech guy.
I can't see myself in my camera. Did you put your hands up to it like this?
Did you use the Force?
Did you? Learn all about the Force this Friday on Obi-Wan.
Honestly, dude, I can't wait. There's 2 episodes coming out the first day.
That's lovely. Yeah. They're really treating you guys right.
Listen, man, I don't get emotional often. I mean, that's a lie.
Immediate lies.
I was gonna say, right, but the interviews with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen are some emotional ass interviews for me, because like, as a child, I grew up with the prequels. I grew up with them. Yeah. That was like my Star Wars. And like, as a kid, I loved it. And then like, you become a teenager, you watch the original trilogy, and then like everyone's like, yeah, the prequels in that age. And then, the hate kept going, and then the sequels happened. And now I'm a part
ain't
of
looking
that crowd.
So bad, huh?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've always had a love for the prequels in that general era. And they're like in interviews, and they're talking about it. They're like, it's really nice to like feel the love that those films didn't get back in the day, because the critics like shat on it.
Right.
And now like all of the people that like that movie was for, which was for, because Star Wars is for kids at the end of the day. And all those kids are now adults, and they're like now able to express themselves in a way where like their voices are heard because the internet and shit. Right. And like, it took a lot for these people to come back to this franchise after being shat on. So like, yeah, it's very emotional to see. There's a part of me that really, I don't want this to happen, but I feel like it'd be a very beautiful moment. if they got the actor that played Jar Jar to come back and make a cameo in the series somehow
as him or as
Jar Jar.
Okay,
because I feel like that would be appreciated by today's Star Wars crowd.
Oh
Not
yeah, they're
all
gonna
of
come
them.
full circle on it. If he shows up now, it's gonna be a standing ovation.
Here's the thing: there's still gonna be the abysmal people that are like, this is not my Star Wars, and this is worse than Rey Skywalker, and all that stupid shit, and then they'll drool, and their mom will come wipe up their fucking spit from their bibs that have like Princess Leia and like the slave outfit, and like and that's I don't know, but yes, I'm excited for the show.
As you should be.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
I'm so excited.
I truly am. I'm not even just saying that. It's like, oh, Star Wars. This is when Star Wars happened. Like, no, I know the feeling you have, and that's dope.
This is like the feeling you had when the Sonic movie got the rebrand, like when it was like remade to look correct, and you were just like, "This is it."
No. That was cool, but no, what you feel? I might have felt like that when the first trailer for 2 came out. And this is before you knew Knuckles was in it, and they do that scene where he's like, "Do I look like I need your power?" thing?
Yeah,
that's when I was like,
introduce you to Knuckles.
That's when we were sitting down here. That was during the Game Awards.
And
that for me, that was like, oh my God, 7-year-old Ant is screaming right now.
Just throw something through a portal to make him stronger. That's a callback, ladies and gents.
Throw an IT book you there.
You just happen to like pop glasses on your face.
Yeah,
it's got the tape in the middle and everything.
Every time you throw something back, I just become more of a cliche nerd.
Oh yeah,
glasses, then the pocket protector, then like zits on my face. Then like
you look like Revenge of the Nerds. Good movie, by the way. Good movie.
I remember that movie. I haven't seen it probably since, I don't know, I was a kid.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that happen in that are not okay for today's movie going.
Cannot be made now.
Yeah.
A lot of movies from that era cannot be made now.
Yeah. There's a lot of some sus shit.
Yeah. But what isn't sus is the fact that you could level up gamers, and welcome to Save Before Quitting. I am Ant, and I'm here with my lovely co-host.
I'm Chris. This is the first time I'm lovely.
We're always lovely. This is just, I got to make
this
everybody.
This is the first time it's verbalized.
I got to let everybody else know that you're lovely.
Yeah.
As always.
Audio amigos.
Yeah, there you go. They still don't know that you're lovely because they can't see. As always, you can find us at savebeforequitting on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
That's that good old round titty. Also, Save Before Quitting, all the way spelled out on at gmail.com, savebeforequitting.com.
Yeah.
Did I forget something?
The last thing. It's the P in titty.
It's the P. It's a silent P in titty. Patreon. Join us over on Patreon. Multiple tiers, different bonuses for each one. Become a part of the show on our collector's edition tier. And also, if you want to be a part of the show outside of Patreon, you don't want to pay for Patreon, which is fine. We appreciate anyone who does, but please join our Discord.
Yes.
It's a party over there.
It very much is. There's a lot of stuff that happens on that Discord on the daily.
Yes, join the nerd conversation, or post some memes, or post some stuff you picked up.
Yeah,
that's been a great addition to the Discord. That is a very active channel in the Discord.
Even if it's just regular shit. Like I forget what her name is. It's one of the people that Frankie brought in. I'm very bad with names.
I know who you're talking about.
Thinking I'll get it.
We suck.
No, I won't. I won't remember. I can't remember names, man. I don't know if it's
Jamie,
but I don't know if Jamie is also the Twitch name Faux Paul, or if that's a different person.
I don't think I know her Twitch name.
Because there's also another person who was in Twitch, and I don't know if it was Jamie, but like the name is like Faux Paw, like Faux Paws, but like faux as in like faux leather.
Yeah.
but like
That's
it's
a
also
dope
like
ass name.
like the phrase faux pas.
Yeah, that's a dope
which is
name.
very good. I don't know if that's Jamie, but if it is, I did it.
Look, attacked her.
But no, she posted some really cool Sailor Moon stuff in there, and it was revealed that I've
was
never
dope.
seen that in my life. So
the moon, she put the black shirt up. The moon, Mercury. That's a dope ass shirt.
yeah. Oh, there's like statues are really cool too, but
yeah,
I'm not familiar, unfortunately.
you're gonna have to make Robbie Rocket Fingers a fucking admin and that shit. He kills that channel.
Yeah, he posts so much stuff in there that's like, do I need this? And like the funny part was today he posted in the general chat. I guess he just tossed it in real quick. It was like a Green Goblin figure, and I wasn't gonna get it because I was like, I don't need it. I got the Spider-Man that like it. They announced these figures at the same time, but Spider-Man went up for pre-order last week, and I got that. It's expensive, very expensive. It's like $120 because it comes with a head that lights up for some reason. Don't know why, but it's like the perfect Spider-Man. So I'm like, okay, I'll get that. And then he puts that in the chat. And I'm like, that's a really good Green Goblin, but it's $112. And I'm like, I don't need it. And then CLD hits me up in Instagram and he's like, yo, you getting this, right? And I'm like, now I don't need it. And he's like, yeah, but like you kind of do because you got the Spider-Man. I'm like, but no, like I really don't. Like I have a Green Goblin in my shelf. It's fine. Like he's like, yeah, but this one goes with that Spider-Man. And then I pre-ordered it.
Of course you did.
And I'm like, fuck. He's like, it doesn't come out for another year, so you got time to save. And I'm like, he's like, you got that new job, you'll be making more money. I'm like, well, no, it's not the more money, it's around the same, but I'm work from home. He's like, exactly. So like, you're saving money on gas.
They're not getting gas. You have the money. Sorry to be on that side of it too.
I understand. It's fine. I have an addiction, and it's called physical assets.
It's called styrofoam cocaine candy filled saucers.
Watch the Patreon episodes.
Exactly.
Go check them out.
Also, shout out to CLD. Like you said, you could put anything in the fucking pickups. And that dope suit you put in there.
Dude, that suit was cool. I just couldn't understand what the inside pattern was. Like it just looked like a galaxy or something, but it also looked like it was a thing. And I couldn't tell. It
looks like fire. I'm looking at it now.
Like I asked him, I was like, is it like a specific that? And I think he said it was like in the chat, and he might have put it in the Discord. I'm not sure, but he said it was a specific like pattern that they had at the place, and I was like, cool, but like, what is it? Because like it's cool, but I don't know. Like it looks like the inside of your jacket is the Spider-Verse, you know, like when Miles is diving through.
It looks like if you put on the suit, you become the suit. Like you can't take it off.
Remember that movie with Jackie Chan?
Yeah,
the suit.
That
was a good movie.
And he immediately jumps into. He just becomes Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
he puts it on.
That's so good. I remember seeing that in theaters, dude.
Did I see that? I don't think I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, man.
But I remember it very well, though.
I miss Jackie Chan.
Wasn't the girl in that? Me too. Wasn't the girl in that movie Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I don't know who that is. Like I know the name, but I can't put the face to the name. Like that's my own brain, you know. Like
suit, Jackie Chan. I need to know who's in this movie. Oh, it's called The Tuxedo.
Oh, it's the same thing.
It is, but that's
the suit is just the parody bootleg version from Chip and Dale.
Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was the chick. Ugh, this picture they gave her on Google is not becoming Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Not lovely.
Not lovely. Not she took the love out of her name for this picture.
Damn.
She was fine in the 90s.
I couldn't tell you.
Have you seen any of the Scream movies?
No.
I should have known that before I asked it. I apologize.
Well, I'm just not a scary movie guy.
I know. That's why I said I should have known that.
It's one of those things where it's like I probably should have seen at least the first one, most likely. But like I know what happens in it. So I'm not like wanting to see it. Like the most that I saw of the Scream movie was in Scary Movie. Those were my movies when it comes to horror movies, because I would still get scared from them because I'm a pussy.
All right, check. Whoa, what?
Check. Whoa.
That Discord block any messages. What? This is not explicit.
What did you do?
I tried to put a picture of her in our chat. Oh wait, no. I'm glad I didn't do that. I put it in the the pickup chat. I didn't put it in there though. It didn't work. Thank goodness.
But why would it flag it as a? Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, maybe that makes sense. Why it's. Oh, I don't know why this image is explicit.
It's not explicit. It's just sexy. Anyway,
if you were an AI and you saw this, listen, Ant, you got to think like
I'd
an
be
AI
like, damn,
if you want
that's
to be an
close to
IT.
explicit, but damn, it's a good picture of her.
It is. I agree.
I'm gonna
put
through.
it down now before it's bricked up on the pod part 2. God damn it. But every single podcast, after we shill ourselves out and talk about Jennifer Love Hewitt, we always start with the one segment of what did you play / watch / do this week?
I didn't play much. I think, what did I play? I picked up my Switch for a second one day when I was just chilling in bed and played. I went back to Hollow Knight and I played like an hour or so of that, and then I played something else on there. I don't remember. I don't. I just know I haven't played anything major this week.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna just leave it at Hollow Knight. I just played a couple hours of that.
Are you just like you've beaten that before, right? Or
no, I've played a lot of it, but I've never gotten to the end of it. It's very long. It's like a Metroidvania-esque game, but like I've never fully beaten it. So I've just been like coming back to it now and just playing an hour here, hour there. It's like my chilling in bed game, like before I fall asleep type game.
If you had to estimate how many hours you've played, what would you say?
Oh, like 11.
Okay.
11.
Not bad.
Yeah.
What did you watch this week? And this is a leading question because I know what the answer is.
Chip and Dale.
And another thing, which we'll talk about.
And Love, Death, and Robots. I think didn't we talk about that?
We did not.
We talk about that on Patreon, or I guess we talked about that with each other.
Yes. I feel like it's been long enough to discuss spoilers. Personally,
yeah.
Came out on Friday, and this comes out a week later.
Mm-hmm. Well, 6 days later for Audio Amigos.
They don't count.
Those aren't real people. Lucas.
Exclusively Lucas and Ryan. But
you aren't real people.
Listen, man. When it comes to the two things that were released last Friday, that being Love, Death, and Robots Season 3 and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers reboot, I really liked one, and I didn't like one. And you'd be shocked.
One was better than I thought it would be, and one was very disappointing. It was worse than I thought it would be.
Yeah. And I think we're both in the same boat by saying this.
Yes.
But go watch Chip and Dale fucking Rescue Rangers. It was phenomenal.
If you were born anywhere from the mid 90s on, that shit is gonna be like
it's so good.
Yeah, it's just a love letter.
The craziest part to me about how good it is that it was free. Like,
yeah, that could have been in the. I would have gone to the movies to see that.
Like the fact that it wasn't in the movies, it was a Disney Plus one. But not only was it on Disney Plus, they didn't charge you like they did for like Black Widow or Mulan or any of those. Like it was just like, here it is.
Right.
I would have paid for that.
Right.
That was a good fucking movie.
But now that I think about it, why do you think that is?
I have no idea.
Because,
especially with like how many other properties are in there.
It had to be a legal nightmare to make that.
Yeah.
And a lot of money.
Dude.
Not that it's Disney, so they wipe their ass with money, but still, I would assume they would want to put that somewhere to get money back.
100%. And like, I feel like if that was in theaters, it would do really, really well because not only is there, it's a kids movie, like straight up, it's a kids movie. But
I don't know, man. I don't even know if I would consider it a kids. Like, it's a kids movie because it's not like it's harmless.
Yes.
But what everything that's in that movie, because we watched it with Trenton. Trenton did enjoy it. He liked it a lot, but he doesn't get any of it.
Well, that's the beauty of it. I feel like that's the same thing with like, and I kind of like Toy Story 3 because like I feel like Toy Story 3 itself, like kids don't understand why Toy Story 3 hits different right now.
Because it was like 15, 20 years in the making.
Well, not even that, like just like the actual story behind it. Like the Andy getting rid of his toys and passing them on, and like the growing up and like moving on type thing, like the actual message behind it and like the like what it's trying to convey, that's at us. And like we hurt from it. The kids, when they see that, they're just like, oh, that little girl got some really cool toys, and that's it. And then, ooh, some wacky stuff with a bear. Like
you can watch it. A kid can watch it, still understand it, and still enjoy it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But it's not made like Toy Story 3. I feel like it's not made for kids, and I will stand by that. I don't think it's a made for kids movie. I think it's the closure that us adults that watched the first movie didn't know we needed. And then for Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, I feel like it's a kids movie because it's just straight up like a bunch of cartoons and stuff, which isn't necessarily a kid.
It's a buddy movie, mystery, happy ending, all that stuff.
But it's like, it's so many references to everything that you loved as a child. It's like some commentary on like the movie industry and like what it does to like different actors and stuff. Like I sent you that one video
I watched
like
that.
Dives deep on like what the villain's backstory was based on a little bit. And it was like very dark, but it's very good and like really well animated with like the human parts and like also the CG going back and forth between 2D stuff that kind of looks like it's 3D animated.
There's some 3D in there.
Yeah, but then like even the fully 3D shit, like
even some scenes with Chip, like he's 2D, but some of his movements are like, all right, there's 3D in there.
Yeah, 100%. But voice acting phenomenal, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
We haven't really spoiled much in this, but the only spoiler I'm gonna say for that is motherfucking ugly Sonic.
Yeah, you probably were already spoiled by it because it was everywhere.
Dude, that was something I didn't expect at all. And then when they just kept going in on it, and like they were like ham-fisting, like almost ridiculing the studio behind it, pretty much. But like in such a nice way to like where by the end of it, you love him even more. They
almost gave him new life. And if I was the producers who made him, initially you're like, damn, I'm insulted. By the end of it, you're like, thanks. You gave that my creation like new life.
Yeah. But also hashtag justice for ugly Sonic.
Yeah.
Because screw new Sonic. We need old Sonic back.
If you
human teeth Sonic, baby.
Listen, if Sonic 3 comes out and ugly Sonic is in it, no, I don't want that kind of redemption for him.
What if it's like a 1v1 situation? It's like, I am the real Sonic, and he just smiles with his real human teeth.
I just hope Knuckles immediately beats the shit out of him. Immediately.
That'd be very good. So that was creepy.
Yeah, it's just a 2-minute scene in the beginning. They get it out the way.
You know what would be really cool if they did in Sonic 3? If there was like a Snapchat filter and Sonic used it and it gave him human teeth.
That would be funny. It was just the filter just makes him ugly Sonic.
First. Yes. But like they'll introduce the filter as like, oh, perfect white teeth or something like that. And then Sonic will use it and then it'll turn him back to the OG design.
That would be funny. But then I would love for them to
be like,
also,
Dad, what is this? And then you would fucking walk out of the theater.
Leave. Don't call him Pop. Don't. That's not your dad.
You're not my dad.
They immediately. I would love for them to also hand it to like Tails and Knuckles, and there's ugly Tails and ugly Knuckles too.
Oh, dude. It would be like the ugly. You've seen like the ugly Tails picture where he looks like he's homeless.
Where he's sitting in a chair, like
this. He's like. It looks like they just like poured a bucket of water on him and let him air dry.
Pretty much, he's all dirty and his eyes are all bugged out.
Yeah.
Oh, they got to do that with Tails now. Have a scene with him sitting in the chair and then they throw some shit on him. He's like, oh, "What are you doing?" And he's just fucked up.
And he just sit there and dry off. God damn. But
yeah, Chip 'n Dale was a good time.
It was so much fun. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. We didn't really spoil much, to be fair, surprisingly. Love, Death, and Robots, though.
They couldn't stick the landing, man.
There was like 2 good episodes from this season. And then One of them was ruined at the very end, in my opinion, and all the rest of them, I didn't care, and I
Yeah.
feel really bad about it too, because like being an animator and like remembering that when that first season dropped and how like monumental it was and how
Mm-hmm.
good everything was in that season to this, like to see what it's kind of become
Right.
is sad, like because even season 2 wasn't great, like, but I
Mm-hmm.
kind of just was like, oh, it's just whatever, like you always have a bad season, every
Right.
once in a while. But yeah, I did not like
No.
any of them. And then they also soured it a bit because all of the episodes have hidden QR codes to unlock NFTs.
Yeah, that was weird.
So that's a thing.
That was strange. I just
I,
I think some of them started okay, and I'm on board with it, and then they'd end, and you just like that's how you leave it. That's how it ends.
yeah,
That's what made me upset. Is that I would be fine with it, and then it ends, and I was like, I just enjoyed all of that just for you to like pull the rug from under me at the end.
100%. Yeah, it was really disappointing. I mean, there's the thing that sucks the most is that all of them look visually beautiful the
Mm-hmm.
whole time. It's just that you can't really get dragged into any of the stories and actually give a shit about
Right.
most of them. The only one that I really gave a shit about was the one with the crab, but that's because it was literally directed by David Fincher and Troy Baker starred in it. So like it was just phenomenal.
It
Even
was
though
great. It was good.
yeah, and the ending was a little wishy washy, like you were saying, but like
Yeah.
the three robots ending.
It's another one. I'm with you all the way. I'm like, I'm enjoying all of this. Then the
Yeah.
end, it's just like, what?
Why? Like, just why did you do that?
Yeah.
Just why? That's literally what I said out loud. I was like, why? And I'm like watching it, and I'm sitting here eating my nuts, and I'm like, the fuck?
Handful of
Why?
nuts, pissed.
I was just eating my nuts, my almonds and pecans, and I was pissed.
I had a handful of my nuts and angry.
100%, man. I was just not having a good time. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, though, I guess games that I've played this week, since that's what I got to talk about.
Yeah, it's on you, man.
Figure Friday started off with some Stanley Parable.
That was fun.
It's such a good game. If you haven't played it, I got the ultra deluxe version, which has like extra endings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I definitely should have played it like direct, like in normal the first time, the first run at least, because a lot of people in chat were confused of what the fuck it was,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like immediately not listening to the narrator for at least the first one. But because that's just what I like to do, and I love the narrator. He's a phenomenal voice actor. But played that for about 2 hours or so. Got a couple good endings. Got a couple weird ones. One that was just very existential and like bad, and then like I was like, this is a good time. This is a fucking good time. Very creepy at some as well too. There's one that
Yeah.
like the rooms just kept repeating, and like the narrator was getting more and more scared and shit until I just died or something. But other than that, I've been playing on the Steam Deck a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had as many crashes as I had in this previous week. I did have an update. I don't know if that solved it or if I'm just not doing something that I was doing before that caused that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing Rocket League on there a lot. Still need to get back in the Death Store. I haven't opened it. I tried to download 2 Star Wars games, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the OG one.
Yeah.
It didn't work still because of the control thing. There's no controls that are set up correct with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Steam Deck ready either as well. So like that's on me. I was just like, maybe it'll work. And I forget what the other one was. I think it was like one of the online ones, like Old Republic or something like that. That didn't work either. And then CLD actually put in the Discord that there was a sale going on over on Newegg for the Arkham collection. I picked that up and I loaded it up. The only game of the 3 though that's available on Steam Deck to like play is Arkham City. which is surprising considering Night is more recent. But I loaded that up, didn't work.
Oh shit!
Even though it says great on deck, it was in the great on deck category. I can't say words.
Okay.
So I was freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I mean, I didn't spend much on it. It was like $7 for 3 games. So I go online, bunch of Reddit posts about it. Apparently, what you have to do is switch your Steam Deck into desktop mode. So you go to your desktop, then you can open Steam from there because it's an application, and then you launch the game from desktop mode, and then you make it so that your bottom taskbar auto hides, so like it doesn't take up the whole screen.
Yeah.
And then that launches the game. It allows you to play it the correct way. So I played it for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's fucking phenomenal on the Steam Deck.
So wait, will that work with the games that you said wouldn't work before on the other episode?
Don't know because I haven't downloaded them. I might try that later tonight. I still need to figure out how the fuck to get games to download while it's in sleep mode, if that's even an option. If it's not, the fuck.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But yeah, man, I mean, I'm definitely enjoying it more. I brought it that one day that we were recording the Patreon podcast for you to try, but then sadly,
everything
since
went
the
black.
Power went out. It didn't.
I got to hold it. I got to look at it. I got to get the physical experience.
I'll have to bring it if we record in person on Sunday. We'll still figure that out.
Yeah.
As we go. But yeah, you got to play a fucking game on it. You know, you can't just hold it and be like, oh, like you have to experience the shit.
This is what it would feel like to have one.
Yeah. But it's fun, man. Like I've been having a lot more fun with it and messing around with it and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna start trying to fuck around and find out. I think.
Well, you're gonna
tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm gonna try tomorrow night to see if I can get OBS on there, and if I can do that, then I will be able to link that to our TikTok, and then we could go live on TikTok while I'm live on Twitch for Figure Friday, and all I'll have to do is add a screen capture, like a camera for a screen capture in OBS, and just capture our Twitch stream. So it'll stream our Twitch stream from Twitch to our TikTok, as opposed to not being able to do that at all. So we'll see if that works, or if OBS even has a version that is operational on.
That would change the game.
Yeah, it would, and I'm excited to see if it does. But we'll see. I'm gonna fuck around and find out tomorrow night.
Chris fucks around and finds out. Now on Fox.
Now on Fox. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've been playing. Obviously.
Oh wait! I streamed Star Fox. I streamed and beat Star Fox 64 on Twitch.
The funny part is I was there that whole time, but I was suffering through trying to get the podcast to work, so that's why I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, we ran through Star Fox 64 on Twitch, which was a good time.
It was my first time ever seeing Star Fox in motion.
I think that's the first time I played that game since like I was a kid. But that was a good time. I was very rusty. I was smooth out the gate, but like towards the end, I was getting my ass kicked. But I got
Falco.
I lost Falco. I lost Peppy. I lost all 3 of them at some point.
Shit.
Not at once, but throughout. I lost one, and another level I lost another. But I still got the good ending though. Got the actual ending, and yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. It got rocky, but it was an epic ending. We pulled it out.
Hell yeah. I
saw my old I played it off the actual 64, the actual hardware, and streamed it.
Ice-T.
Yeah, the Ice-T 64. Did I tell that story on the stream, or did I tell you that story?
You told me that story before you hit the button because you were trying to turn on the 64.
It didn't come on at first.
And you're like, God damn, that T kicked in.
To clarify for people listening, like, the fuck are they talking about? So when I was a kid, I was telling Chris how adorable the 64 is, because at one point when I was a kid, I spilled an entire cup of iced tea on it. And at that point, I'm like, well, this is done. There's no way.
Yeah.
And while I wiped it off, but obviously I can't get into the inside of it, but still worked. Like nothing happened. was like, man, this thing is either it didn't hit anything important or iced tea makes it stronger. I have no idea.
It went to the past and then, it made it stronger.
True. Back to the past. I made the 64 stronger with iced tea. So everybody at home, pour iced tea on your electronics and you might make it stronger.
Next time you use it, you got to put a lemon wedge on the corner just so that it's like fancy.
All of a sudden my 64 is like HD 4K
64
4K
add
64.
lemon.
But that was a good time. We ran through that. I saw all my old scores on there and realized how shitty I am at it now. Like 97, how old was I? 11? 11-year-old me is way better at Star Fox 64 than 36-year-old me.
Oh,
he had a lot of time on his hands.
I also forgot I played Apex Mobile.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
I've only played one game.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprisingly good, and by that I mean I'm good at it.
I remember you saying that in the chat.
The controls are so bad on the screen. Like you have to look around by just like moving your thumb around on the right, but like all of your controls are just clustered on like the bottom right, and there's so many different options to do things.
You gotta love that mobile control.
I literally almost ran out of ammo because I kept accidentally shooting when I was just trying to turn around. That's all I was trying to do, but I couldn't because I would like rotate, and then like as I would get to the right side of the screen, it would touch the button to shoot, and I'm like, it's not what I'm trying to do here.
You gotta get one of them with some things called backbone things that goes around your phone.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to try. I'll be a fucking professional Apex Mobile gamer.
Yeah,
top 100.
You got this.
We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have to do that next week.
Listen, man, you said it here.
Yes, but getting into the news. This news is brought to you by us. Go check out our merch store. The fucking titty merch is back.
Yeah, titty merch.
Titty merch is back. That is back in the store. There's like a couple t-shirts. I think the mug is still there, but I put a couple t-shirts and a tank top in there, I believe. So we got some options in there for the titty gang, and then also a pair of shorts. I did a pair of shorts as well.
Ooh.
That I want to kind of get personally. I don't know if that's titty gang. I can't remember if I did titty or if I did like something else, but I want to get a pair of shorts that are Save Before Quitting because it's the summer.
It's the time. The time is now.
Yeah.
And now's the time. Burps.
It's our time right now. Our time up here or down here. I don't remember. But yeah, starting in the news, what do we got going on?
The news. Okay. Where are we at with the news?
I don't know. I'm tired, boy. I'm scrolling and I still don't see where it starts.
It starts at the game you put in the chat.
Is that where it starts? What?
Wait, no. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It starts. Well, you just talked about Apex Mobile, so that's done. It really starts at like 2 days ago.
Oh,
the EA thing.
Oh, I don't know anything about this. Do you know anything about this?
EA is looking to sell itself or merge with another company. GameSpot reported this. EA has supposedly held talks with Disney, Apple, Amazon, and Comcast over possible merger. That's all that's come out of it.
Damn.
Those companies, though, I'm surprised by.
I feel like that's just like a last minute plea then, I guess. Like they just don't have confidence in themselves anymore, or is this like a...
I don't know, the way that they're so blatant about it. They just put the news out there. It's not even a secret.
Yeah.
Usually this would just be you wake up one morning and it's EA has merged with
something.
But since they're just
with Taco Bell.
To Taco Bell. Get your Madden chalupas. But
I could see that being a thing though, like actually.
Chalupa 23.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of interesting. Of the ones that were listed, which one do you think that would actually bite at EA?
I think Amazon has the most to gain. I think Apple could try to. They would help them if they want to keep trying to pursue their gaming thing. Amazon was trying to do it, so
Amazon
failing
failed.
at it.
Yeah.
But if they got EA, it could give them like reason to try to continue.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
If Disney does it, whoa, shit. If Disney does it, I don't know. It's like, what do you do? Why? They would then, I think they would just use them for this is where our games are going to be published by. But I don't want all Disney related stuff to go through EA.
Yeah.
They already
a lot
had
of the
Star
sports
Wars
games, like they have ESPN, don't they? Doesn't Disney own ESPN?
Yes.
So
I
like,
guess that would make sense. I didn't think about it like that.
yeah, because like EA Sports, like you got
Yeah.
the Maddens and like not FIFA anymore, but whatever it's going to be called in the future, I forget. Soccer club, foot people,
something
foot
club.
fetishes.
Yeah, foot fetish club.
But like, in theory, they could like get a little bit better branding with that, with like ESPN, and like you could have different like deals and TV spots on ESPN, and like all the different numbered versions. Like they have like ESPN 3 and shit like that, and the Ocho.
Disney makes sense then.
It'd be weird for sure. But I don't think that would exclusively make all of their games come from them either, though. Comcast is the weird one, I think, out of all.
I don't know
what
they would do.
Yeah,
they would probably pivot it into some online shit.
EA Plus.
Do you think they'd move fucking Kingdom Hearts to EA? I can't see that happening because I think they need the Square mechanics, unless they just reboot it and now it's on EA.
They need the Square characters more than they need the mechanics to make that shit work.
What if they do, like, think about it, like,
in my opinion, Sora is a Square Enix character more than he is a Disney character.
I guess that makes sense.
It's like he's more in the Final Fantasy universe. Like when you play Kingdom Hearts 1 and you start that game, you don't start with anything Disney. You start up straight on that island.
Yeah.
Very Final Fantasy feeling, even though it's, a little bit different. And once the Disney stuff happens, it's like, oh yeah, this is Disney stuff, whatever. And you just accept it and move on because this is the weird, wacky bullshit we're going to deal with. But it's 100% a Final Fantasy game with Disney sprinkles on top.
Do you think, well, first off, was the Square, it probably was, I just don't remember off the top of my head. The Square logo was in the new Final Fantasy IV trailer, right?
In the Final Fantasy IV trailer? I don't watch Final Fantasy trailers.
I'm sorry. Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer.
Oh, I believe so. Yeah.
All right. I didn't want, it would be funny if it wasn't, and then they revealed it's EA.
I'd be very confused if it wasn't, considering that looks like the most Square game I've ever seen.
It's fucking cube.
Until fucking Donald and Goofy show up, it's the most Square game you've ever seen.
You're right.
But that's interesting to say the least. A lot of these companies just keep getting like acquired or like wanting to merge with other things. Like, why can't we just exist? Why do we have to do like this bullshit monopoly stuff and like give everybody everything? Let's just exist.
The market is crazy right now, man.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
True.
Everybody's making these power moves. Or what they consider to be power moves.
True. And there's still more to come too. That's another thing. Like they keep reporting on the back end that there's like a million different like acquisitions happening that they just haven't announced yet. Like
Sony's out there just saying it. Like, yeah, we're gonna do more.
Yeah.
More shit's coming.
I'm curious to see if there's gonna be any during the what's it called in a
Summer
week.
Game Fest?
Yeah. Which I have a half day for, so we'll be streaming it.
Oh shit. I was worried about that.
I emailed my new manager and she's great. So that's awesome. But
that is awesome.
So yeah, that's a thing. So stay tuned to our Twitch when we live stream that. Yeah. I'll be work from home here, and then I'll have to zoom down the turnpike to get to you within an hour's time. Maybe eat food. Maybe.
You gotta get food like delivered to you, grab it out the door, and then go
on the turnpike. Out the window,
drive past their car.
I'll do like one of those you ever seen like they put like the tray on your window? Do that, but like with a fucking delivery bag.
I'm with that.
Like
you gotta do it now. It must be done.
It has to be. But up next, CLD. Actually, I mentioned this when I played this week, just in case anybody wants to go and take advantage of this deal while it's still there. Over on Newegg, the Batman Arkham Collection is on sale for $7.19. It is a Steam code. You literally just buy it, then 2 minutes after you buy it, They email you the code, you redeem it on Steam. There's your 3 games. And then apparently Arkham Origins, which is by a separate company, and like, but it's technically in the world.
Wasn't that the PSP one?
No, I think it was on console as well.
It was? Okay.
I think so. I could be wrong. I
never played it. I don't remember what it was.
That one had Deathstroke in it. That was like if you remember, there was like this really cool animated sequence on like a docks with like all those like metal containers, and it was Batman versus Deathstroke, and they were like,
I do remember
doing
that.
a bunch of like flips and twirls, and
of course,
this is my flips and twirls dance.
I see. Doing
Johnny
a bunch of Batman.
I got
moves.
a jar of dirt,
Beautiful.
But that Arkham Origins is a separate from the Arkham Collection, so that would be an additional $3.99 if you wanted that.
Still a steal.
Yeah, all of them for $12.08. He said that he got them. Where I picked up just the Arkham Collection because I don't really need Origins. I really want to play Knight again because I love Red Hood so much.
Keep it in your pants, Chris.
Can't.
It's understandable. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah,
as you were.
So go check that out if you'd like to get some sales. If you're a Steam Deck person as well, keep an eye on websites like Newegg and also CD Keys. I was looking at CD Keys yesterday because I was tempted to buy Elden Ring for my Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I will do it yet because apparently it's not crossplay. So that's a thing. PC can only play with PC people. Xbox can play with like all Xbox generations that have it, and same thing with PlayStation. Like PS4 can play with PS5, but like cross play at all, not a thing. So I'm like, I could get it for $20 less, but nobody can help me beat the bosses when I can't. So maybe I just take that $20 hit and play it on PlayStation. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Next,
Sonic 2 is on Paramount Plus for anybody who wants to watch that for quote unquote free.
I still need to get Paramount Plus. I don't have that.
Next up is your game.
It is. What? Oh,
Homebody?
Rogue Games Inc. There was an announcement. It was actually on Attack of the Show. They actually did it on a G4 live announcement. I was wondering why
Aaron was on there.
Yep, it was Aaron and then one of the dudes from Rogue. I think it's from the Rogue Games crew. But it's a new game coming from Game Grumps and Rogue Games. They already had their first game, Dream Daddy, the dad dating simulator, if you remember that when that came out. Very memed upon game, but kind of quality, ironically. But Homebody is the new game that they just announced. It is described as a survival horror puzzle game about a group of friends haunted by memories of the past and hunted by a relentless killer. Move on or die trying, from the minds of Game Grumps and the developer of Dream Daddy. The cool part about this is very, very... I like this, and I'm not a horror guy.
True.
So they talked about this on Attack of the Show. With a lot of these horror games, like something like Resident Evil or games like that, when it's a puzzle, the game kind of pauses, if that makes sense. Like when we were playing Resident Evil, rest in peace that series, and we were solving the fucking statues in the pool of blood thing.
Yeah.
Lady D didn't just walk in, because we're solving a puzzle. In this game, when you're solving a puzzle, the monster is still hunting you.
Yeah, time is not on your side.
Exactly. And like you need to like play these puzzles accordingly. So like, and you need to like run away if it gets close to you, and then you need to like bait it somewhere else and then go back to that puzzle and finish it or whatever. And then another beautiful part is that it kind of harkens back to the old days of horror games where there's no horror, no horror. Ha ha ha. There's no combat. So it's literally just running. You can't fight against this monster at all. There's no like, Dead by Daylight, you can find a shotgun and shoot someone or, shoot a flare at them or some bullshit. It's just, nope, you're fucked, run. And
that's it.
Yeah. I kind of dig it. The style is very interesting. I don't know if you watched the trailer of the video.
It's very low poly on purpose, but it works.
Yeah. I don't hate it, but I'm also like, this is a choice, if that makes sense. I'm not against it, but I like it. It's a cool look. Maybe we'll play that if it's out in time for the Halloween season.
Where they didn't have a release date on it.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember seeing a release date now that I look back at it. It might have been at the end, but I don't think so. I think you can wishlist it on Steam though, so there's that. But yeah, Homebody coming soon from the guys at Game Grumps.
Word. Next up, there was I know what the fuck. TCL had a conference today. TCL Technologies has said that a new Xbox Series S/X and PS5 Pro are coming in 2023-24. The screenshot is at the conference and they have the years, and it just under the I guess it's telling you what it's going to be. These new generation of TCL, I guess probably televisions, is going to be compatible with, and those are listed as 2023-24 releases. I don't believe that. I think what I take from this is they put that up there to let you know, like, if there were these consoles, these TVs would be powerful enough to run the new technology. Because what I put in the chat was, this is laughable to me considering they can't even keep the regular systems in stock consistently. Why would you can't even walk into a store and buy these systems. Why would these come out so fast?
Yeah, I agree, but I'm also like, here's the thing. Let's just say that it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad that I spent money on my PS5 then. If it's more readily available to get a PS5 Pro, like if they like come out and they're like, hey, PS5 Pro's coming, and then they have like actual stock of it and like it stays in stores and shit, I'm mad. I'm mad, boy.
Because I feel like I didn't get my money's worth because nothing came out until 2023-24.
Also, they can't fucking release this shit when they still haven't released like the dedicated external storage. Like they haven't, like the thing that goes in that slot. They don't have the PlayStation branded one yet, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
That's not even out yet.
No.
Like, how are you going to release a Pro if you still haven't even released motherfucking storage for your goddamn console that's out that has a specific slot for your own storage?
I don't even think enough time has passed for that. There doesn't need to be a Pro.
Yeah. There's no reason for it, especially not with the games that are out. Like, Anna said that as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't think this is happening. I don't see a Pro. Like, when did these systems come out? 2020? 2021?
Yeah.
It wasn't last year.
Wasn't it?
No, last year. It wasn't last year. PS5 release date 2020, the 12th of November, 2020.
Ew.
I'm about to say it definitely wasn't last year.
I was looking for our unboxing video and I can't find it.
We still had a extra member to the show.
That was the
it
thing.
Couldn't be last year.
Fuck. Time just doesn't go well in my brain. So
time just is fleeting constantly.
True.
But yeah, I don't really see that happening. But moving on, I wanted to give you your props. I made a big stank on the show last week. Probably last year too, at some point. But I made a big stank on the show last week. How could PlayStation do this? These PS1 games are not the PS1 games that it should launch with. These aren't even the staples in the games. And then they release the full, like the list of games. And they're pretty much all there. There are some glaring omissions, but it's pretty much all there. Leave your mustache alone. Shut up.
It's not much of a mustache. But yeah, there was also like I sent you the image of it as well. The banner that was released in the Hong Kong store, like they put up the images of it, I guess, too soon or whatever. It has Dino Crisis as like the classics catalog image. So like that's a thing. That,
and there was people playing, like there was a list that had I don't even know where to start. They had a lot of shit on it, like all the games.
What omissions do you feel like
there's still no Crash addressed? Like, how do you not have that? But I think that's because of the Activision deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they own, so maybe that.
But it's like, come on, like, but those old games are under
John
Naughty
Sony
Dog.
Just goes up to fucking Activision guys, like, come on, you know?
They're like, well, when you say it like that,
we have this new service that we're trying to compete directly with your new benefactor of Xbox Game Pass, but we're not going to explicitly say that. Just give us Crash.
But the old games are under Naughty Dog, though.
But
not Activision.
They're under that, but they're not owned anymore by them.
I feel like there should be
that's
some
not how it
gray
works.
area in there where they should be able to get the old. But then
I
I
don't
guess
think that's
why?
how it works.
I don't think. Now I'm thinking like, why? Because they put out the remakes on PlayStation.
Yeah, but like it's one of those things where it's like Activision owns the character now, right? Cool. So in theory,
Xbox owns Activision.
They own everything. So yeah, they own everything around it. It's not like they just buy the characters like visuals. It's like if fucking PlayStation bought Mario, obviously they're buying the catalog as well, and they're going to release a catalog of Mario games on the PlayStation as like a re-release or a remake or some shit, you know? So there's that. But I didn't look at the list yet. Do they have Spyro?
I'm trying to find a list now. I should have saved it. I don't know why I didn't.
How dare you?
I know I'm a big douche. Let me see.
I'm just a big douche.
I'm just a huge douche. Now I found a list, but none of it is like arranged. It's a list of games: PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, all together. Hold on.
While you're looking for that, I'm gonna rattle off some quick news stories before we get up to that list. So for today, Roller Champions for PS4, Xbox One, and PC has launched on May 25th, the day that we're recording. It should be out by now. It is a free-to-play roller sports game. It very much looks like roller derby, but with a ball. There was a beta out. I missed out on that, sadly, but it's free to play, so go pick that up and try it. I might try it on my Steam Deck later tonight if I can get it on Steam. The game Chia. It's the game that looks like the main character's Moana, but she can turn into like animals and stuff, and it's kind of Breath of the Wild-y, very Zelda-like. That was delayed to early 2023, previously planned for spring this year, but it will be available for PS5, PS4, and PC via the Epic Games Store next year in the very early year. Modern Warfare 2 got a launch date of October 28th. Now, a lot of confusion around this game. This is the sequel to the rebooted Modern Warfare and will be different from the original Modern Warfare 2, which is probably one of the best Call of Duties of all time, in my opinion.
Modern Warfare 2 was fire.
Yeah, story-wise, I think that was the best one we ever got. Like that throwing knife sequence at the end. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
So good. But there's a nice little like visual drone. Like a drone was flying around like the real world, and like it looked like a real world version of Shipment, the map, and a bunch of posters with all the characters and stuff. You know, you got Soap and you got Ghost and a bunch of other characters I don't recognize. But that's a thing. I think we're getting a gameplay trailer soon that it was leaked, but I don't know what that date is.
They did put a trailer out, but it wasn't no gameplay in it.
It was just that drone thing. Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy. There's a new trailer for that showing the PS5 next gen immersion, showing some dynamic light bar stuff on the controller, some of the haptic feedback and whatnot, and talking about the 4K nature of it. It looks surprisingly good for what it is. But yeah, it says it's in 4K. What else is it listed as? Dynamic light bar, proudly display your house colors, feel the sensation of flight. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna feel that, but apparently you will.
Sensation.
There is haptic feedback. You're gonna feel the force of the magic through that with the adaptive triggers. They're gonna fight back with the different spells that you're using. So like some of them might be easier to cast or like, you know, do as opposed to more like violent ones, which are gonna be a little bit fighting back against you. So that's pretty neat. And then the last quick update is Lord of the Rings Gollum game launches September 1st for PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This game looks very beautiful from the screenshots that are shown. Personally, not being a Lord of the Rings guy, I don't know if I want to play it, but I'll watch someone play it, maybe.
I will watch someone. Was that it?
Yeah, that's the last one I got. Quickie news.
Okay, why is this list so hard to find now?
Oh, you still haven't found it yet? Is it like
no.
scrubbed from the web?
No, it shouldn't be. This is the web we're talking about.
Sony was like, "Fuck you all, scrub it."
Wait, I think I found it as soon as we said that. All right, I think it was a small list we named off last week, and now it's just pictures of the boxes, but the image is so blurry.
That's probably because it's a screenshot of the Hong Kong, like when they released it early by accident on the store.
Needless to say, there's a bunch of classes on there. Siphon Filter, like Mad Tekken games, Ape Escape, the old Odd World, Abe's Odyssey games. There's some Worms games on there. I haven't seen Spyro, to tell you the truth, but they got that too. That's Activision.
That is Activision. Shit. I forgot. I thought that Crash was alone.
Crash was alone is the next Crash game.
That's the podcast title.
That's his movie coming out. After the Sonic games are done, they're gonna make Crash is alone. Like you said, Dino Crisis. Oddly, people were like weird, like confused, but at the same time excited because Toy Story 2, the game for PS1, is on there.
Interesting. I wonder if it's like the Game Boy game, because I had that, and that was I wasn't good at it. I couldn't get past Al's Toy Barn.
I never played that one. But people I never played this one either, but people seem to love it.
All right.
Jumping Flash, Everybody's Golf. I think we said those last time. Mr. Driller, Wild Arms. Oh, and more props to you. You called this. There's more trophy support.
Oh, yeah. That was the thing that I sent you on Instagram, and we both forgot about it.
Yeah.
They're adding trophies to the classic games. Thing.
So that would be, that alone would make me get this service. So I can just get trophies on all these old games.
I'm curious if they'll have any platinums in these games, or if they're just going to be like like, you know how some games don't have a platinum?
Yeah.
Like they'll just be like, oh yeah, the highest you can get is gold. And it's like the one gold trophy, and there's like fucking shit ton of bronze and silver.
Yeah.
And then you finally get the gold, and you're like, okay, well, this was really bad. I wish I got a platinum out of that.
Thank you for this.
Yeah.
Metal Gear. One I was like, where the fuck is it? Yeah, man. Needless to say, some shit coming. If you're into that shit, some classic games. They said more will be added, I think, every month. That's cool. Monthly. So maybe not every month, but over time, more classic games will be added. All right. Nice. But yeah, I think that's all we got for news this week. Like we said, we will be streaming the Summer Games Fest on the 9th. We'll be live for it, co-streaming. Don't go to the movie theaters and watch it. Watch us do it. Watch us do it. Damn you, movie theaters. I know, right? There's not even a co-stream option on the website to sign up for because of the AMC thing. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. You sold out to the fucking AMC people? So there's no co-stream this time? There's no like official co-streaming. Like not like we're officially co-streaming partners, but we're going to co-stream it. Right. So there's that. But after the news, we like to wrap the show up with a nice little segment where we go into our Discord. The Discord. And we take some questions. Those questions come from the NGPs. And if you don't know what that means, it's nerdy gamer people. And you're one of them. So go join up on the Discord. The number one rule is don't be an asshole. Don't do it. Yeah. It's not good for you. So there's that. But other than that, let me see if there's questions that I remember. I don't remember what question was last. What was the biggest disappointment in games? Where's that at? Oh, Frankie from the 6th? Yep. Didn't we do that already? I know. You said what was the last question? Oh. That's the last question. You said gotcha. It, sir. Cool. My bad. So the first question. So Lucas asked this question while we were playing D&D the other night. And I could have sworn he's asked it already. Yeah, he has. He has? I think so. I think that's why he's been told to move along on these questions.
I didn't tell him to move along per se. I was just like, I think that you've asked this before. That's all I said. And then he said, just move along. So just want to give a shout out to Lucas for trying.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. But moving on, I think we only got one question this week then. That is from Pib Extra John in the Discord, one of our patrons. If you, as a person, were a class in a video game, such as DPS, support, tank, etc. You don't want to list out the word healer, John? What the hell? They're people too. Oh wait, support is a healer. What's the etc. then? No,
well, because this isn't the only game that has classes, and these aren't the only kind of classes in video games.
Oh,
I mean, these are first-person shooter, team shooter classes. Sure,
I understand now.
But you could be like, if it's like a brawler, you got the strong, slow guy, or the fast, like agile guy, but he's weak. I don't know what it's like them. I don't have cool names for them, but those are classes. The middle of the road, the average player.
I feel you. I understand now. I'm not as stupid as I was a moment ago. But for my
I'm only going by these first-person shooter classes. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
If we go by first-person shooter, specifically Overwatch, I'm a Roadhog main. That is who I main in Overwatch. He is one of the most fun characters to play as. You get a giant hook that you can throw out at people and pull them to you. You can do some cheeky shit where you pull them off the map or like into a hole and they just fall and die into the abyss. Or
I've seen a lot of Roadhog players.
Yeah. And then there's also the fun combo where you shoot with your right click. I have this I don't know if it's just me who does it. It's probably not. But you right click, his right click does like a far shot. That's the first thing. Then you hook them. So you got them. And then as they come in, you do a left click, which is like a scatter shot. But since they're so close, everything hits them.
Yeah.
And then you melee. And that's like the 4-piece combo. So it's like bang, 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 bang. And then they die. Depending on what they are. Like if they're like a healer, they're dead. If they're another tank, maybe a couple more shots, but you know.
Yeah. But the deed has been done.
The deed is done. But yeah, Roadhog has always been a pleasure to play. I also just love taking damages him and like running in front of bullets, and then he has like this like inhaler type thing where he just like breathes in and then he just gains his health back and he's just good to go. And I just like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm Roadhog, and just inhale as I'm like walking past a Soldier 76's.
It's a good time.
Yeah, he's fun. But yeah, that's what I would say for a first-person shooter. Like that.
I don't know. Even when he sent the question, I was like, I don't know. And then if I was only going by these, I'm like, I mean, I played Overwatch, but
you did?
Yeah.
When did you play Overwatch?
I mean, I don't even think this was a thing yet.
I was going to say, I don't think that I've ever heard you talk about that game ever.
Because I didn't play it to the extent that you probably played it. But
I have like over like almost 1,000 hours in it probably.
Yeah, no. I played it like here and there. Like it came out and I played it. And then I came back. I was terrible because I took too long away from it.
Who did you play when you did play Overwatch?
Who's the dude? I think is he on like skates or something and he uses the sound?
Yeah, the healer, Lucio.
Yeah, I was playing Sam.
Okay. Did you like playing as Sam?
It wasn't bad. I'm more of a in the mix. I don't want to be a healer.
Okay, so maybe a DPS then? In there doing damage or taking up damage?
What does DPS stand for?
Damage per second.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah. So it's like more damage per second because you're constantly doing damage.
Then I'm definitely DPS.
Yeah. That's like
definitely
the Soldier
DPS
76 character. Yeah. Did you say DPS down to fuck?
I did.
Fuck starts with an S now, baby. And
right.
Two's down to the P. Down
I'm down for penetration sex. I don't know. I was trying to make DPS be like DTF. I
I'll
see your
think of
brain
something.
working.
No, you just keep talking. I'm thinking. There's smoke coming out of my ears. The headphones are just keeping it in.
I'd probably either be DPS or tank
Okay.
if I had to choose. I like being in the mix of things.
Dick pussy shit.
That's just nasty. You should be ashamed. Go to bed. We're not here for that kind of crap from you, okay?
That's what the Patreon's for.
And first of all, it would be dick penetration sex.
That's better. That's better.
Because who's not loving that? I mean,
I'm good without it.
Yeah, but you would be performing it. You wouldn't.
Would I?
I would hope so.
I'm a tank.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I don't know what happened there. I think we're having two different conversations.
Oh God. Well, I feel like that's a good place.
It's an amazing place to stop.
Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. This was episode what, 80?
I don't know.
I think it's 80.
Check. It's 80.
It's a big 80.
Let's check on the old.
Because 79 was last, so that only means that 80 is next.
What the fuck? I'm an idiot. You know how Spotify is green? I just looked for like a green and black app, and I'm like, what episode is it? I just opened Hulu on my phone. I'm like, when it opened, I was like, that's not Spotify.
Just in, Save Before Quitting, sponsored by Hulu. We're now streaming on Hulu.
I wish. At that point, it's like, oh yeah, we made it, dog. Yeah, episode 80.
80. Big 80. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we appreciate all of you motherfucking NGPs in the community. Follow us on social media.
Do that thing.
Save, letter B, number 4, quitting. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
See, that's a good audio engineer. He doesn't have to even do any engineering. He just did it for the mouth. Like
that's going to sound shitty. Shitty.
But here's the beauty of it is you can make it sound better in post.
I won't, though. Keep your hands out.
Maybe you did, and they won't even notice. Boom.
They'll notice.
Notice what? Because it's that good of an editing job
you
that you did.
You're right. I don't need notes.
Watch the Patreon episode by joining our Patreon.
Do it.
You get 2 free extra podcasts a month where we talk about stupid shit that isn't video games, which we kind of do on this show too, but we're more focused on this show. We're more focused to the point.
Yeah, that Patreon shit got deep last time. Deep in the sink. You'd understand that if you're on Patreon. If you didn't hear that.
SaveBeforeQuitting fullyspelledout.com for merch options. We now have the Titty Gang back up. I'm going to have to make a shirt that says deep in the sink soon. And I hope you know that this is your fault.
It's fine. I don't even know what this, would it just say that? Because I don't know how you put art of that, the context on a shirt.
I would literally just grab a PNG of a sink and then just put the words around it deep in the sink. Yeah.
Welcome to Save Before Quitting, where we get deep in the sink. I'm your host, and this is Chris. Deep in the sink. Exactly. We should change the name of the Patreon to Deep in the Sink. I don't mean that at all. I don't want that to be the title of it.
Yeah, it's not going to work well. But other than that, you guys can check out all of our other social media and shit like that. That's all we have, really. It's just the Patreon, the website for merch if you'd like to pick some up. We appreciate you. And then also make sure to watch us on Twitch on Fridays. We got Figure Friday. It's where I show you how much money I spent and probably shouldn't have, and then play a game or two depending on how I feel. I was slightly challenged this week to maybe face Lucas in Splitgate gun game.
I
noticed
noticed
that he could take me down. But
no one can take Chris down.
You can't. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a private lobby Splitgate thing. So if anybody wants to hop in on that, I'm sure that we got a couple NGPs in the chat that'd love to do that. But
if my family doesn't need me on Friday nights, which is very rare.
Your family does need you, Ant, to play gun game.
Friday nights, man. That's when they want to be a family for some reason.
family.
When they want to get together and do things with me. And I'm just like, don't y'all see enough of me?
The answer is no. They love you. That's why. But
I'm trying to watch this Twitch stream while my friend plays with toys. Get away from me. And they'd be like, what? No, loser. Come fucking be a father and a husband.
That really is what it be, though.
That's why every time I come in there, I'm like, yo, checking in. It's just me on the side.
Yeah. They can't see what I'm watching right now. God damn.
There's times where I do get on there and I'm watching, and Adrian will walk in all sarcastic, like, are you watching your friend over there? What are you doing? I'm just like, yes, I'm looking at Chris unpack these Spider-Man toys.
Yeah, that's all I do.
And playing
I have like
Star Wars game
on my desk currently as of this point. My desk is a mess. Not as bad as it was, but it's getting better. It's getting better. We're cleaning up. But you know, while you clean up,
you all that DPS, clean that DPS up, you nasty that fuckers.
Dick pussy shit up. Please bleep that. You don't have to. It's fine.
God damn it. I have a bleep sound somewhere. I forgot where I put it on this computer.
It's all good. But before you do any of that or make an acronym turn into a terrible piece of shit, terrible thing that has been
There it
said.
is again.
I said piece of shit, not.
So you're right. You're right.
You could always remember too. Save before quitting. We'll see you next week live on Twitch.
Oh shit.
Sunday. 5/28? No, 29. 5/29. 5/20 Sunday. 5/29 Sunday. Check us out on Twitch. We're going to be live with some NGPs on that Sunday, which is the 29th. I'm correct. I'm great.
You are. You're correct.
Boom. I clicked the calendar button just to confirm it. But yeah, we'll be live.
Smart boy.
And if you're one of the collector's edition people, let us know in the Discord that you would like to be on it. I'm going to do that literally after I stop hitting the record button and be like, hey, who the fuck wants to be on? Because we need a head count.
Yeah.
Head.
Good old head. This is becoming a Patreon episode very quickly.
Very, very quickly. That's what we talk about on Patreon, guys.
If you didn't know,
it's only $5.
It gets dirty on there.
A little bit.
It's funny because, like, I don't know if that was the goal initially.
I don't think so.
For that to be the dirty podcast, but
no, but like it is now.
It is,
and that's. I don't know. I hope people like that. Like there's a couple fun stories, and then like a little bit of goofiness, and then some other shit too.
You know what? It's not necessarily aiming to be dirty. It just we get into a lot of like relationship talk.
Which tends to be dirty.
Yeah. It just kind of goes in that direction. But I feel like, I don't think was the first episode dirty? I don't think so. But I think the first episode was just us like, hey, we're on Patreon. Look at us.
I think so, yeah. I don't know if it went dirty or if we just like literally talked about nothing.
Wasn't I on your Tinder on the first episode, or was that the second episode?
That might have been second episode. But I mean, to be fair, we all know how that went. Not well.
Listen, man, we got nothing but time.
Tinder is a joke. It's any sort of dating app is just literally all they want from you is money. That's it.
Yeah.
They just want you to spend money on super swipes, coffee beans, or whatever the fuck type of bullshit that they're selling.
That should evolve since I was on there.
Yeah. They just want you to fucking pay for a relationship. That's what they want.
I didn't have any super swipes.
Yeah, super swipes are annoying.
In 2014 when I was on there.
See, the annoying part about the super swipes is like, I don't do them on purpose. Like it's an accidental, you swipe up on a person instead of right. Because it's like, oh, I really like them, go up. And then what happens is when it shows up on their like feed, their own feed, it'll like highlight your profile in blue. So they know that you super liked them. So then they're like, oh, well, that's super like here. And then they'll swipe right on you. And then you're like, hey. And then they don't answer. It's like they're collecting you like Pokemon badges.
Have you been super swiped?
Twice.
Oh shit!
It didn't lead to anything.
Damn.
It doesn't. Like I'm like, oh hey, what's up? And then like nothing.
Fuck.
Literally, man, you know what? Tinder is just the Ghostbusters new movie. And they're doing a fucking bang up job.
Busting you?
Yeah.
Or wait, no, they're the ghosts. You're trying to bust them.
No, the Ghostbusters are busting all of the ghosts so I don't have any conversations.
Oh. You got to become a Ghostbuster.
Busting makes me feel good.
Busting. Hell yeah.
Dick pussy fart.
That's DPF. Not DPS.
Shit.
You combine DPS and DTF.
Shit.
You're down to fart.
Down to fart. Patreon.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop recording after that. Oh, man. That was a struggle episode.